Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play NEO Scavenger. We are, well, sort of a new character, and we are moving towards... Ooh, we kinda went the wrong way. Well, let's go south. Let's go towards the place, the glow. Unfortunately, it's still night time. We went to sleep a little too early last time, but oh well. Oh no, our biorhythm is gonna get destroyed. Let's offer to talk to this guy. Oh, never mind. He's not interested. Bastard. Some poison berries. Don't really want poison berries. Player is weak with thirst. Again, I'm very thirsty. And apparently that water was okay there. Hopefully this one is okay as well. No! Ugh, I didn't want to do that. Marsh. I don't trust. No. I am not gonna drink from marsh. Another marsh. Edible berries. Ooh, these are all edible. Nom 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 nom. Excellent. This also satiated our thirst a little bit. Poison berries, of course. What is this? Lake. I also don't trust the lake to be clean. Oh, is that the same guy, I think? Yeah, he's not interested in fighting us or anything. In fact, he's not even interested in talking to us. Very rude. Scavenge. Destroyed office building. Yeah, that's not much here. No useful items. That's a shame, but the closer you get to the glow, yeah, the less you find. River, marsh, lake resources. Yeah, that's a huge recipe right there. Okay, let's keep going to the glow. This is probably not going to be nice either. River. Oh, this could be okay. Yeah, I think it should be. Good. There we go. That's nice. We'll probably die from infection now, but hey, that was nice. Ox News. We report the facts, you decide if they're true. Right, there's the glow. Hello, the glow. What's over here? Well, let's sell some stuff, shall we? The junk market. Alright. Whoa! Ice slap tablet. What is that inside? I have no idea. It's some kind of a stick, probably? Flash stick? 79 only. That's interesting. Or is that a battery? Mabel, go phone. Cell phone. What's this? Mummy sleeping bag. Oh, that's nice because it's so small. And a crowbar. I like a crowbar. Even though the spear seems to be quite nice. Right, we're gonna sell the bullets because we have nothing to do with them really. Some more FM. Ooh. What is that? Metal jacket something. F metal jacket, whatever. End of the road for 169. 169 becomes second interstate highway to be reduced to gravel in Michigan Dot's resurfacing budget reclamation. Right, so what can we sell? Maybe we can sell this bloody gown, which doesn't really help us. We've got lots of water, which is kind of nice. I could sell this cornucopia. It's only 3, though. I can sell this. I mean, it's 50. What other use do we have for it? But actually, you know what? I'm going to take this here. I'm going to keep it for now. I'm going to buy the crowbar as well. That seems to be quite nice. The sleeping bag is really a nice thing, but it's 80, and I don't have that kind of money. This is also interesting, this ice slab. Cheap memory stick. Nothing much I can really do here. So let's go to the glow. With the efficiency and compassion of an assembly line worker, he directs you away from the line back outside. Device not detected. Entrance denied. Back outside, you cross the muddy square and stop to survey the area. Where do you go now? Would anyone in the sprawl know about the cryo facility? You're startled when you notice a man has been watching you. He's wearing a long brown coat and matching hat, and leans on a walking stick. From this distance, you can almost see the glint in his eyes below the trilby's brim. though it's probably just your imagination. He takes his time approaching you, and as he nears, you notice there's a heavy macrolage on his face. It reminds you of one of those old portraits you'd see in a history textbook. "Folks call me Hatter," he says matter-of-factly. "I think we may be able to help each other. Come with me." Blah, 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 we've already read this. "I have a client who collects heirlooms." He speaks louder over the motor. "He compensates well. Well enough, in fact, that I'd be willing to part with a DMC visitor's pass in exchange." Stepping off the elevator, inside a building there is a silver urn. He pages through the atlas of a map of Michigan. "My guess is that you know a thing or two about getting around out there, and maybe this could be your ticket into the DMC. Interested?" Give Hatter the security footage. Oh. Hatter slots the memory stick into one of his video monitors. As the footage plays out on Hatter's wall unit, you notice more than one bodyguard shift self-consciously, and another utters a low whistle. Hatter's lips curl into a genuine satisfaction, and he leans back in his creaky wooden chair. "Maybe Christmas comes early this year. Tell you what, forget about the urn. The pass is yours." He pulls a black wristband from a desk drawer and extends it to you over the desk. "And hey," he says before letting go of it, "maybe you come around again when you're looking for some work. I think a few other of these hotshots could learn a thing or two." We showed them what? To re-enter Hatter's... Oh, okay. Right, so this tracking bracelet we obviously need. Some dirty rags. That was quite awesome. So, okay, let's go back to him. Consume. Well, I am consuming it. Nothing's going on. Maybe I need to come back later. Or maybe I need to come back over here now. No. Doesn't work. Well, let's go. Visitor pass N6MAA10Y816 authorized. The guard ushers you forward and you begin down a longish stretch of empty corridor lined with harsh xenon lighting. Right, so that's pretty cool. Let's go to the Detroit Savings Bank. After a bit of walking, though, you eventually find a Detroit Savings Bank micro branch. Enter the booth, threaten teller, wait for teller to leave. Leave the bank. Now let's enter the booth. No, let's wait for teller to leave. You find a position with a good vantage point and stare at the booth like a psycho for a while. The booth doesn't garner a lot of foot traffic, which might explain why there are so few of them around town. As soreness overcomes your feet, you realize this is going to take longer than you thought. Longer. You're outside the Detroit Savings Bank. Okay, so apparently she's not going to leave just yet. Let's enter the booth. You pull the transparent door open and step through inside. Inside you're greeted with bright colored light and dry, tepid air. The teller, a presentably looking young woman with straight brown hair, looks up from the terminal warmly. "Hello," she says. "Is there anything with which I can assist you with today?" And we're pretend to be a mentally retarded patient. Ask about the guy's cryo facility. You begin explaining your situation, starting with the cryo facility, your amnesia and the clues you followed to reach this point. "I'm sorry, Mr. Kindred, but do you hold an account with us?" "I think so," you consider answering, but she continues. "Well, perhaps you have some sort of form of identification." Let's show her the bracelet. "Oh, I'm afraid we can only service clients who presently hold an account with the Detroit Savings Bank or citizens of Detroit opening new accounts. However, you're still welcome to use our payment network at any participating vendor." Brilliant. You smile and thank the young lady and head back outside. Oh. Let's wait for teller to leave. Okay, so apparently this doesn't work. Wait for teller to leave. Damn it. I could threaten her. That's not gonna do much, is it? Let's go to the concrete forest. Check out the canteen truck. No, let's go to the C-store. Start shopping. See what they have. Well, lots of this stuff. The creamy crumb soup can could come in handy. All of this stuff is not even remotely worth it, because it doesn't really give you a lot of satisfaction. A lighter is definitely worth it, and I am going to take at least one. Maybe a couple. Can I sell it? No, apparently they don't want to buy it. Maybe take another one? No. Yeah, maybe the Screamy Crumb. Actually, no. I'm just gonna leave it like it is. One lighter is enough. Check out the crowd. But there's nothing here, really. Let's leave. Let's go to the Red Gnome. The Red Gnome is an exception in an already exceptional city. Let's enter the Red Gnome. What do? Combo 2 jumbo fried shrimp, collard greens, black-eyed peas, and peach cobbler. Ooh. Cadillac burger, mashed potatoes with gravy, and cornbread. Fried chicken, mac and cheese. That sounds good. Let's do that. For once, fried chicken might be the healthiest thing for you. After days in the wild, a little bit of body fat might actually do you some good. The mac and cheese is rich and creamy, and the beans and rice feels like it'll fill your stomach for days. If paradise was a dish, it'd be fried chicken in front of a starving scavenger. You lean back and let out a contented sigh. For once your stomach is full, the air is comfortable, and there's no rain on your head. Your server comes by the table, leaves your receipt, and carries off your tableware. Someone just served you. It's going to be hard facing the wilderness again after this. You turn the receipt over, and under some scribbling, it reads $24.50. Let's pay the bill. It's a hefty price for a plate, but the brickload of food in your stomach will definitely last a while. Plus, there aren't a lot of chickens running around and out in the wilderness, let alone deep fryers. Must be some sort of vertical farm around here. No room for anything but. You pay for the meal, then a thought occurs to you. Do people still tip? No. Leave. You shrug your shoulders. Guess you'll find out later. So, if I return there, if she's gonna tell me to piss off or something? Thankfully, there's no roadkill this time, just the usual line of people outside the takeout window. You catch hints of fryer and grill scents wafting across the street. Enter the Red Gnome Diner. Pushing through the front door, you pick up a menu. Blah, blah, blah. No. Leave. On a second thought, maybe you aren't so hungry. You head back into the streets. Right, let's go to the savings bank. Threaten the teller. Screw delicacy, let's get this done. You step into the booth and stride toward the teller purposefully. She's visibly surprised at your brazenness and stammers. Hello, sir, can I help you? You march around the desk and tell her to get lost, staring at her as she scrambles to get away from you. She steps outside and hurries away, rummaging through her purse. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. You've got access to the computer now, but not much time. The threatening of a bank employee is sure to be high on the police priority list. Search the terminal. You find a query tool and locate the account ID field. Recalling the ID from the cryocomputer, you key in digits and hit enter. Yeah, why couldn't she have done that? You hazard a look outside and bystanders have started rubbernecking. Uh-oh. On screen, a turning hourglass seems to mock you as the faint sound of sirens echoing off skyscrapers grows louder already. Wait for the search results. Search results finally appear and you click on the loan entry. Better Banking Checking Account 1117. McAllen Kale. Concrete Forest Apartments. There we go. 3935, Tower 48. Blah, blah, blah. Detroit balance 0. Huh. Well, that probably explains why our cryo visit came to such an abrupt stop. Uh-oh. 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 What the hell is that? Sirens blare suddenly in the street in a high warbling burst. Blue and red strobes light up the area as fan jets scatter moisture and debris around. A loudspeaker booms across nearby building facades. This is SkyCorp Security. Step into the street and place your hands on top of your head. Comply. No, run away from the skybike. You steel your nerves and bolt, veering left immediately. A flash of red emits from the skybike undercarriage and your body is painted in a flickering cross-hatched pattern. You hear a beep followed by a loud pow. Something slams into you and you stagger a few steps as muscles clench near the impact. Instead of collapsing, though, you emit a lung-tearing scream and resume barreling ahead. What? What bystanders had accumulated suddenly flip flip out and start running in a panic. As you full tilt in Hulk mode across the street, the sky bike winds up and starts pursuit. Okay, so they tried to tase me, but because we're tough and strong, probably didn't work. I'm Arnold, I'm still running. Screw your non-lethal methods. Dodging down a side street, you hear the engines whirring behind you enter a steady crescendo. It was an impressive feat, but this chase is going to be over pretty quickly if that thing attacks you again. Merge with the crowd, duck into a building, use other ground and hover traffic as cover. Dodge down an alley. Hopefully, it can probably follow me down an alley as well. Other ground and hover traffic as cover. No, duck into a building. That's not gonna work. Merge with the crowd. That would probably work, but not really. No, let's go down the alley. You duck into an alley. It's dark with high walls too narrow for the... Oh, excellent, for the bike to follow effectively. The bike slows down, instead gaining altitude to vault the buildings and get overhead. No place to hide in here, though. Not much cover either. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. You managed to buy yourself a few more moments, but that thing's far from shaken off. In fact, it seems to have an unshakable bead on you, no matter what you do. Even tracking you through obstacles, probably because of my tracking thing. Shite. The Skycorp's bike continues its vigil, targeting turrets, twitching for the right shot. Check for tracking devices, exactly. That thing's gotta be tracking you somehow. Check your things to see if something's giving your position away. Well, it's quite obvious. The tracking bracelet. 3,000. That thing's gotta be tracking you. Somehow. Okay. Right, let's dodge down an alley. It's 3,000, but you duck into an alley. It's dark with high walls, blah blah blah. Maybe this wasn't... you managed to buy yourself if you remember... What? But I've already thrown it down. Is it anything else? No, I don't have anything else. Well, this is a life or death thing, so let's go. Use other ground and hover traffic as cover. It's not bumper to bumper, but there are a fair number of vehicles on the street. Most are at ground level, though enough sky traffic at the sky bike's altitude mean that it won't have free movement. You cross at an opportune moment, putting a stream of hover traffic between you and the sky bike, forcing it into a high arc to regain a shot. Pow! Something slams into you. Crap. This time dropping you like a sack of potatoes to the sidewalk. Your body twitches and convulses from the shock round embedded in your skin, and everything smears into a wash of sound and light. Moments later, an armored, multi-wheeled personnel carrier appears, bearing the same colors and flashing lights as the Skycorp's bike. Bulky silhouettes emerge from the APC's glaring lights, their shape defined by heavy riot gear. They approach you, bind your hands, and half-escort, half-carry you up a ramp into the APC's holding area. All the while, the red beam from the Skycorp's bike traces your moves, only shutting off as you pass through the APC's bulkhead. Damn it! Inside, you're stripped of anything useful and strapped into a restraining seat. The guards then step through another bulkhead and climb a step or two before sealing you in. You're left in there, sitting in your restraints, looking around a reinforced room with no windows. The sound of duct fans can be heard, but little else. Nothing seems to happen for an annoyingly long time, and then the APC begins moving. The acceleration is surprisingly subtle for such a big machine, though the ride is still pretty rough back there. When your ride comes to an end, the interior bulkhead opens again and the guards emerge to unfasten you. You're led to an exterior doorway, which blinds you when opened. The sound of the city spills through the door along with damp exterior air. You're guided down a ramp, and just as your eyes begin to adjust, you're dropped into a seat. And what happens next time, we'll see next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.